Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you a very simple lecture on staining techniques used in bacteriology. Staining enhances the visualization of cell and its components under a microscope. Differences between cells of different species can be identified. Staining it is primarily used for the identification of bacteria, fungus, etc. It is done mainly using dyes. We can see acidic dyes, basic dyes and neutral dyes. Acidic dyes are anionic dyes. They have negative charge, so they can bind to positively charged cell structures. Some examples are eosin, rose bengal and acid fuchsin. Basic dyes are cationic dyes and they have positively charged groups. They are generally sold as chloride salts. These basic dyes they bind to negatively charged molecules such as proteins, nucleic acids and surface of bacterial and archaeal cells. Examples are safranin, methylene blue and crystal violet. Neutral dye is a complex salt of a dye acid with a dye base. That is, aqueous solution of an acidic and basic dye, they are mixed to form neutral dye. Example is eosinate of methylene blue. Eosinate of methylene blue can be prepared by mixing an aqueous solution of eosin with aqueous solution of methylene blue. Coming to the preparation of smear for staining, the essential steps in the preparation are: first we have to prepare a smear, second step is fixation and third step is application of stains. In the preparation of smear, we have to take a clean glass slide and we can directly apply a loop full of microbial culture if it is a liquid culture to the slide with a sterile inoculating loop. If it is a solid culture, we have to emulsify the culture with sterile water, then spread it uniformly on the slide to form a thin film. Air dry the smear, then we have to heat fix the smear. Heat fixation it is done by the quick passage of air dried smears through the flame. Heat fixation is done to fix the smear firmly to the slide, otherwise the smear will be removed from the slide during staining. Chemical fixation can also be done. It is done with 5% formalin. This is the procedure. Here we can see if it is a broth medium, that is if it is a liquid medium, we can directly apply the culture onto the clean slide. If it is a solid medium, we have to place at first 1 or 2 loopfuls of water on the center of the slide. Then we have to add the solid culture. Then only we can spread it to form a thin smear. Here in the case of broth, the broth cultures it is directly applied to the slide and it is spread to form a thin smear. After that the steps are the same, that is we have to allow the smear to dry and then it is heat fixed by quick passage through the flame. This is specially meant for the beginners in microbiology, that is this is the inoculation loop. This is the loop and this is the loop holder. We can see 2 loops here and this inoculation loop it is mainly made up of nichrome wires. Nichrome it's an alloy and the pure metal suggested for making inoculation loop is platinum. We all know that platinum is very costly, so we are using nichrome wires for making loop. That is the wire it must be easily made red hot and easily cooled. That is the feature required for the inoculation loop. That is it must be easily made red hot and it must be easily cooled. So we are preferring this nichrome because it is cheap. Coming to the staining methods, we can see different types of staining methods. They can be categorized as 3: simple staining, differential staining, special staining. Simple staining it is mainly for the examination of shape, size and arrangement of bacterial cells. Differential staining it is for differentiating bacterial groups. Special staining is used for visualizing bacterial external and internal structures. Here we can see differential staining. 2 types are there, gram staining and acid-fast staining. Gram staining helps to distinguish gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. Acid-fast staining helps to distinguish acid-fast bacteria such as Mycobacterium from non-acid-fast bacteria. Endospore staining, flagella staining, capsule staining and metachromatic staining, they are coming under special staining. Here, endospore staining is used to see the spores, mainly endospores produced by the bacteria, and the method used is Schaffer-Fulton method. Flagella staining, it demonstrates the presence and arrangement of flagella. Silver nitrate staining method can be used. Capsule staining demonstrates the presence of capsules surrounding the bacterial cell. Using nigrosin stain, many methods are available for capsule staining. Metachromatic staining demonstrates the presence of metachromatic granules or the volatile granules. These are inclusion bodies produced by some bacteria. And the method used example is Albert staining. These are some important staining techniques used in microbiology. Next, we can see the simple staining. Simple staining, it is used to study the morphology and arrangement of bacterial cells. It is also called monochrome staining because we are using a single stain here. We can use either crystal violet, malachite green, saffronin or methylene blue. Heat fixation of the smear, it must be done. After that, this heat fixed smear, it is flooded with the solution, dye solution for specified period of time. Mainly we are keeping the smear for 1 minute. Then after 1 minute, we can wash and blot dry the smear. Then it can be examined under high power objective. We can examine the smear under 45x and 100x so that we can see the morphology and arrangement of the bacterial cells. This is the simple staining. Here we can see this is a simple stained smear. Here we can see the round cells, they are coccus or cocci, and rod-shaped cells can be seen, they are bacillus. So we can see the shape and arrangement of the bacterial cells using simple staining technique. That's all about the introduction to staining techniques. The different differential staining techniques and the special staining techniques can be seen in the next classes. Hope you will understand the session. Thank you. Have a nice day.